Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Janelle. I am so excited about our interview today. We have an amazing guest, Miss Angela James. And before she gets started, I want to make sure we are live and kicking in. I want to make sure that my video is on public so that everybody can get a hold of this. Um, all right, and then we're going to save it. And I'm also going to do the same on Miss Angie's page because I want to make sure that our guests can see this. Because one of the things we're going to do is she is going to give a book away if you drop your names. All right, so we're going to go there. All right, we live with Angie. All right. So listen, I'm so excited. I get so excited. When I actually interview guests, or normally it's like authors. And when I tell you, when I have these authors on their stories, the things they talk about, they're so real, they're so relatable. So I'm always impressed. So we're going to take a moment and allow Miss Angie to introduce herself.
Oh, I'm Angela James, or better known as Miss Angie.
Yes. So tell us about like what you do. Not we're not gonna get into the book yet because we want to wait a little bit. We're gonna give some people time to pop on and hop on. So just give us a little bit about like what you do as far as just professionally, and then we'll dive right in.
Professionally, I am what's called a student data specialist. So I work in education and travel around to different schools, helping the secretaries and administration make sure that they're tight with their attendance and anything related to attendance. So,
Yes. Okay. Now, if you're just joining us, I would love for you guys to grab someone, go ahead and find some people, add them to the link. We're going to do a giveaway. You cannot do the giveaway unless your name is dropped. Let me repeat that. You cannot do the giveaway unless your name are dropped. So if you know someone who needs to hear this, or you know someone who really, I mean, this book is so deep. So if you know someone who is, it's called Dear Dad, and we're going to really dive into it. So if you know someone who knows someone, go ahead and tag them, bring them in the live. Let's get it in because we're here to answer questions and we're here to get it popping because I know this is going to really help someone. So drop some comments, share with someone you know because we're really going to dive deep into this. So before we get started, I do want to give you a little bit more about Miss Angela. She just wrote an amazing book. And as you can see, it's Dear Dad, The Road to Peace, Navigating Heartbreak and Rejection. I don't know about y'all. Actually, I know some of y'all got some rejection issues and some daddy issues. Let's be real. So I know that some of us have some rejection issues and some daddy issues. And she was bold enough and brave enough to really come out and share her story with the world. And I think that's amazing. So we're going to really get to know Angie a little bit better. And before we do, I want to give y'all a little glimpse of her book. So then when y'all ready, y'all need to go ahead and go to Amazon and pick up her book. It's Dear Dad, The Road to Peace, Navigating Heartbreak and Rejection. And we're going to keep showing you. So go ahead and drop your book in there or drop your comments if you want the book. If you want us to add you to the drawing, you do need to drop your name. I don't see no comments yet, so we're gonna keep going. Y'all better be commenting and get people here. All right, so that we can actually get on to this. So make sure you share this with people who you know need to hear this message. Really getting into Dear Dad. You know how it is when we don't have dads in our lives, what that means. So we're going to just really get into it. I know I just kept going, Angela. So 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 let's get I mean, I just love like your story. So what inspired you to write Dear Dad, and what impact did you hope it has on your readers?
So, to be honest, what inspired me was really my partner. Just having conversations, He asked a lot of questions. So, asking questions about my mom, asking questions about my dad, asking questions about their relationship. And sometimes I didn't have an answer. Sometimes I had an answer. Sometimes my answers didn't make sense. With
Mhm.
like stuff I'd already told him. So it was like stories weren't making sense. It was like there was a
Mhm.
gap. And so he encouraged me to, number one, ask questions. And then number two, he was like, you should just write a book.
Mm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So here we are. You said, what impact do I hope?
Mhm.
Well, so since it touches on got baby daddy issues. We had parent issues that you already said. Um, Relationship. It's all centered around relationship issues. I just hope that the reader will resonate, like it'll resonate. There is something in one of those things that will resonate with the reader, and just touch them in a way that I hope that it inspires them and like encourages them to keep going. Like
Mm.
life be lifing. So it just, and it will kick you down. So it's just like, just get up and keep going. So that's what I
Yeah.
hope people get out of it.
Okay. So I'm gonna piggyback on that. So Antonio said he tapped in. All right, Antonio, thank you for tapping in. Tap some other people, Antonio, if you know. So I appreciate you being here. But listen, it's like figuring out, and then you're saying I had questions. How many people are in families and they don't know the answers to certain questions, right? So you're like, I had questions, I couldn't answer them. So then I had to figure this out on, okay, I need to do some more research to figure out, you know, why the math ain't math, and being able to go back and kind of go back and get those questions answered, which isn't easy sometimes because historically people don't want to share their shame or their things that, what happens here stays here. So for you to actually have the opportunity to go back and get your questions answered is amazing. So all right, kudos to you guys. So resonating with the audience. So can you share a particular powerful moment from your journey of writing in this book? So talk about something that was very powerful, maybe an aha moment that you had.
Um, to be perfectly honest, this whole
Mhm.
year was a powerful moment. As I had told you, I started writing this back like during COVID. So during
Mm.
COVID, we had a lot of time on our hands. The stores was closed. So I picked up my journal and I was just writing. I was writing as it came to me. But then when I actually made the decision, like, am I really gonna write this? Am I gonna finish it? Am I gonna publish it? Working with you, making me dig deep. You was like, keep digging. And so it became hard to, like, I for real had to try and write so that the reader was in my shoes,
Mm.
and so that I could paint as vivid a picture as possible so they could
Mhm.
like be with me in my story, feel what I'm feeling, going through what I'm going through. So rereading, digging deep, it brought back all of those memories. It brought back feelings that I thought, I don't know, done with, buried,
Mm.
healed. I don't know. So I cried a
Mm.
lot. I cried a lot this year. So that was, this whole last year was just powerful.
And you said something that was very like, and when she say, I'm not trying to correct her, but she meant 2024 because I know
Oh
like
yeah,
we're
yeah.
2025,
2024 last year. Yeah.
2024. So we have, I mean, now we're into like she talked about starting in COVID 2025 or 2020. So this journey has been like 5 years in the making, 4 to 5 years in the making, and it sounds like as you are navigating through this process, you had to like heal, you had to uncover, you had to face some things, like you had to do a whole bunch of things in order for you to write this book about Dear Dad. Like you had to do some digging. You were just like, I'm crying, I'm having these moments, the low moments and the high moments. And I kind of want to navigate off of that because I know there's a lot of people who want to write books, right? And most people, I know everybody, like most people don't want to write about their life. Everybody is different genres. I get that. But a lot of people don't understand that when you do write your own story, that there's some pieces of it that may re-traumatize you, or it will do some things to you that you're like, hold up, let me call my counselor. So I want you to kind of talk to us about you just navigate in this journey and just give us a synopsis of the things. And you don't have to go deep because y'all need to get the book. Let's just be real. Y'all need to go on Amazon and purchase the book, but give us kind of some like a snapshot of like, this was the painful part of my journey.
Mm. Probably feelings of being left out. Um, I'll use the word rejected again. Um, and what I mean by left out is I'm a only child on my mom's side. So I I only played with myself. I made friends, but at home I played with myself. Well, you know, finding my dad ended up finding siblings. They've all had a life without me. So writing and bringing that back up and then reliving so many moments that these people have missed, that those are things you can't get back. So it's that's tough.
And listen, because
I
I'm
might
over
need
here
some
like,
tissue. Don't be having me on here with some tissue. Woo, child.
listen, y'all need to get this. I'm telling y'all, it is so deep. But one of the things we didn't do, give like a quick summary. Again, y'all, if y'all want the tea, buy the book, okay? But give us a quick summary about Dear Dad. Talk to us a little bit about what your book is about.
Mm, So, I mean, as we know, with Dear Dad is the journey of finding my dad, but it's growing up, sharing my life. I didn't have a bad childhood, not at all.
Mhm.
But my mom was wonderful. She gave me a lot. For whatever reason, I still felt like something was missing, and I just felt the need to find him. Like I wanted to know where he was, why he was not around. So that just started a journey of just asking questions and writing letters. And eventually my prayers was answered. But along the way, I made bad decisions, and they just led to just difficulty. So, and then through those difficulty and through those difficult decisions, you just, you know, you have to continue life. So then you have to heal, you have to learn from your mistakes, you have to keep moving while you're doing all of that. Life is still life in. So that's pretty much in a nutshell, I guess, what the book is about. I kind of
Yes, but
I'm trying not to give too much away, but it's like I don't,
yeah, well, I think you're doing
I'll get
good.
to talking. I'll get to talking.
Listen, y'all need to buy that book if y'all want to know the scoop, the deal, the real, the raw, and all that. But I think you did a good job at saying, because it is about finding your dad. No one is taken away from any other experience from your life, because this is your story, this is your journey. No one is taken away from anything else, right? And so this is your story about finding your dad and the things that you did along the way that kind of like you said, making the bad decisions and kind of, finding your way back around to yourself, and get into some of that healing and hope. So this is a powerful book, I think. And we'll talk a little bit more, because I want y'all to understand the depth of this book. Angie is kind of like, we can't share too much because literally y'all need to buy the book. But just the amazing journey of her story is like, y'all should. I'm like, what? Wait, what? So yes, I'm like, wait. So you guys would do that when you're reading the pages in her book. Just like, like, okay, is this for real? And there's so many people out there who may not have their father, whether it was they left home, they died, I don't know, whatever happened. There's so many people who are out there who don't have their father. And we all know in our society, there is an issue with fatherlessness, right? And her journey is so beautiful because of what happens at the end or the middle, in her journey. But still, she had to navigate some things, just learning her identity of herself, because she felt those feelings of rejection, and all those things that she had to figure out how to navigate through this and restore herself to healing, right? So Antonio said, thank you for being brave. Thank you for your courage. Best believe this book is going to save a life. I really believe that. For her to put her story out there and the vulnerability and the things that, to impact the journey to heal, she is really going to do a lot. So if y'all need a reminder, I'm going to give you one, okay? Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Dear Dad, The Road to Peace, Navigating Heartbreak and Rejection. So make sure you go get that book. You can go on Amazon, and Angie will tell you more about it in a second. So make sure you grab it because it's really deep. Don't forget to drop your name or your name in the comments if you want to actually get the a copy for free, but you need to do it before this live is over, or we're gonna be hollering at you. Okay. So the next question is: many people struggle with unresolved emotions toward a parent. How does Dear Dad help readers navigate those feelings?
So I hope that this book encourages people not to wait, right? Either not to wait or that it's not too late. So, and then in the book, there's different methods, there's different approaches. Whether it's writing, like we're talking about, letter writing, journaling, therapy, very good, or talking to your parents. So I do feel like no matter which road, which method you use, one, two, three, all of the above, I think it's just important to get it out. Get it out. You learn how to work through it. So I guess that would be navigating,
Mhm.
and then right, and then work on healing, um, and then remember to that it's a process, right? Because those feelings do resurface. Like
Mm.
they keep showing themselves in different ways, or relationships, or again, we said life keeps life in. Well, those feelings are going to resurface. So then if you have methods in place, then you can help manage those feelings. Because
Mm.
they don't go away. I mean, I just said last year I was still crying about things from years ago. So I had to learn how to manage them.
Mm. That's I like that. It's like this journey is not ending
Mm-mm.
just because you're an adult.
Yeah.
And this goes to anybody, and it's not just like a parent, but I know a lot of people have resentment or negative feelings towards their parents, whether they wasn't there or whatever the case may be. But you're saying this is a journey that you had to learn to help yourself heal and forgive in order for you to move forward. And as you're doing that, writing this book, did you find ways where you found yourself holding yourself back because of your journey, and not just with your parents, just period?
Um, a little bit. I mean, because even though I wrote a whole book, it was like sometimes even just talking to a therapist, like it's hard to open up, right? And
Mm.
be vulnerable and just be willing to just be raw. So yeah, and then look, all the talk, trying to go on this live, all the talking you had to do. It'll be fun. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah. And it's not like, and this is what I'm saying, like, this is not easy,
yeah,
right?
not a,
Being vulnerable, putting yourself out there, sharing your story. Like, this is not an easy process. This is why a lot of people don't do it. And there's a
right.
lot of people who have books that they were supposed to write 20 years ago, but they're like,
I ain't doing
I'm about
that.
to write. Right, right. They're like, I'm cool. But it's really like a fear that's holding them back. But the fact that you were able to kind of like tap into that and dig in, it's so good.
I was scared.
It's so good. You said
I'm gonna
what?
be, I was scared. I,
Yeah.
there was some times when I was just like, "Am I really about to do this?"
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
did it. I did
And we're so proud of you. So, and if you're just joining me, I am live with Angela James. She is a best-selling author. I don't even think we said that.
Oh, we
So,
did.
if you don't know, her book is a bestseller on Amazon. So, make sure you grab that. Again, let me give y'all a reminder of what that looks like. So, you're able to grab it because she did meet the bestseller categories and on Amazon in like 3 different categories. So, go ahead and make sure you grab the book. But I am just very proud of you because I think it will free a lot of people in order for them to really let go. Excuse me. So the next question is: your book encourages letter writing as a tool for
Mhm.
healing.
That's
How
good.
has this practice personally helped you? And what advice do you have for those who are hesitant to start?
Okay, so I'm going to answer number two first. Just do it. Just get started. Okay. And the reason is because it has helped me immensely. Like I think personally that is the easiest thing to do. Um, Because so what I do is literally when I write my letters, it is dear so and so. If I feel like I want to tell somebody, a specific person, I'll put their name on it. If I'm writing to myself, I either say dear Angie or I say dear friend because I
Mhm.
am my own friend. I really do that. And then I write everything I want to say. So whether it's good or bad. Um, and so that's why I think you should just do it. Like it's the easiest thing to do. Paper can't talk back. So you don't, people get intimidated when they're talking to people face to face. You've got the facial expressions, you've got body language. And I just think letters just take all that away. So
Mhm.
and then you can decide if you want to mail it or you want to keep it. So I just, I think it's easy. Like this, it's like a
Yeah.
no brainer, and I
So,
still do it.
and I still do it. So, dear dad, I think, and even if like you get the back of her book, it's so cute because she writes "Dear Reader." Like she keeps a theme of letter writing.
It's
So I
true.
think you really want to get this. So I do want you to share with them. So you do have something special for people who purchase the book. Talk about that. So when they purchase the book and they go to your link, what do they get in return for that?
They'll get a journal. They'll get a
Mhm,
journal that they can write in and start their own letter writing. So,
mhm.
like I said, do it because it's the easiest. It's the easiest form of self expression ever, and nobody has to see it but you, if you don't want them to. So it's it's awesome. It's been
Yeah.
awesome for me.
So that listen, so not only is she sharing her story about how writing and things have helped her on this healing journey, but when you purchase a book, you're able to download her letter writing journal. So make sure you get that. I think that is, and it has prompts and everything to help you navigate through that. Like if you're having any forgiveness or anything that you have to navigate, is a really great and powerful tool to use for your own healing journey. Anything else you want to say?
um,
she like she got me on the spot.
yeah, like Um, what do I want to say? Well, I guess what I will say is I have really appreciated the people who have supported me and bought the
Mhm.
book, like supported me in a sense of just cheering me on along the way and really in my corner, like, girl, you can do it. Um, and then the people who have purchased the book, I have had several people that have texted me and told me, girl, I had this, or this was going on with me, or I didn't have
Mhm.
this, but I had this. So that really made me feel so good. Like I feel like I made the right decision in sharing it because
Yeah.
that was really hard to put my story and pretty much my business out. But if I could help somebody, it was all worth it. So,
Yeah. And listen, like I said, I know I keep kind of saying this is something that is very vulnerable. This is something that it's hard to share. I mean, even a lot of it is her own mistakes. It's not just about, finding the dad or what happens in between. A lot of it's just her own journey. And that's what is going to be the most important thing for you. It's about her own journey, the things that was like, what did you do? What did she just write that?
I did.
That right? Did she just wait? I like, oh wow. And I'm so glad that people are reaching out to you and they're resonating. They're seeing themselves in your story. And that is kind of what it's about. It's like they're able to see it. So make sure you guys get the book to support her. And also, I'm sure you're able to spot yourself somewhere in there, like, been there and I done that. And it's such a beautiful, I think there's so many beautiful stories within the stories that kept her going. So I need y'all to go purchase it. And I'm not keep saying that, but you guys are going to love her story. So, and then she helps you also. So it's not just I'm writing this book about me, but I also want to help you navigate this journey too, so that you're able to heal from it as well. Right.
Right.
So if y'all, I'm gonna check the chats. Let me see what we got over here. Oh, I got some names. Let me go ahead and enter some names. All right. Enter some names. So in the comments. So I got this little wheel. Y'all give me a second as I enter the names. Anybody have any questions? You will have to post your questions in Facebook. So if you have any questions, what questions do y'all have for her? We'll do like a couple of questions. Post them in the group. I'm gonna put them up. And give y'all a second. I'm posting names, so that's what's taking me a little bit long. I appreciate you so much, Angie, for sharing your story. That is not an easy thing to do. So I need y'all to get it. So if you want to be added in this, go ahead and drop your name. And then we're going to add you to the drawing. I got 4 names. I think I'm on your, yeah, I got 4 names.
Okay.
Let me make sure I've gotten them all. All right, go ahead. It's a lot of people liking, and you can still share on here, but drop your name if you're wanting to get this book. I got 4 names, and you got about 35 seconds to put your name in the comments. So we're gonna have to holler at you at another time. Okay, so Angie, what is next for Dear Dad? Are there any upcoming projects or initiatives that continue the conversation for the healing and forgiveness?
So I do have a book release celebration coming up on February 28th. So
yes,
we'll follow. I kind of at first didn't want to do it, and I did have quite a few friends like, "Girl, you better. Are you gonna do something? Are you gonna do something?" But in the end, this was hard. So I was like, you know what? I should celebrate me. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to celebrate the book. We're going to celebrate me, and we're going to have a good time. So that's on February 28th, and details will follow as far as the date and time. I mean, the place and time, the place and time.
So listen, are you guys on here who are local, especially if you're in Columbus, Ohio, go ahead and make sure you are supporting her. And that way you're able to get your copy of your book. Yep. Purchase your copy of your book.
Yeah, purchase your copy. You can come. If you come, I'll sign it. You can purchase books there, but definitely come out and celebrate me. This was quite an accomplishment, and I would really like to celebrate with everybody. So please come out.
Please come out. Any lasting, like if you were to say like a few words to someone who's maybe going through this journey and they're dealing with heartbreak or rejection in any kind of sense, what do you feel like is one of the things, just a sentence or two, that you would share with them in order to help them kind of heal and move on?
That it's okay to feel what you're feeling, whatever it is. Because you know how you see people saying that it's okay to not be okay. That's the absolute truth. It's okay to not be okay, but let it out and get help, whatever you need to do to help yourself, because keeping it inside is just not the way to go. Stress is a killer, and like we said, life keeps life in, and things are just going to keep happening. So I just think you're not alone. So just do what you need to do to get the help. So
yes, do what you need to do to get the help. Now she said, right, get a therapist. Yeah. Whatever you need to do something to get the help so that you're able to move forward and heal. Yeah. Now, can you tell everyone where to find you? Where are you at on social media?
So Facebook is Miss Angie James. Instagram is Miss Angie _J, I believe. I know, like it's terrible.
I better just check.
Yeah, just check. Well, my face is on there. So, and then of course you can get my book on Amazon. And if you would like an autograph copy, then you can reach out to me. If you have my phone number, text me or DM me or something, and we can, I can get you an autograph copy.
All right. I do have a question. Mary Alice Sutton said, when did you decide to write your book?
COVID. Well, my final decision. So I was like, so I started in COVID. And then my final decision was about a year ago when I decided that I was really going to just do it. So
Yeah.
in 2024. Actually,
Yeah.
wasn't it the end of 23? Because we started in December. We started in December of 23. And then it took all this time it was done in December of 24. So,
Wow. December of 24. So it took her a year. The concept came in 2020, and then she actually wrote the book or came out with the book in 2024.
yeah.
Any other questions? All right. I'm clicking through pages. I'm going through my Facebook and her Facebook to see if there's any more questions. Anything else? Y'all got like a couple more minutes. Going once, going twice. And then I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to do the roll off for the actual giveaway. So I'm going to give y'all any more questions that you guys want to ask. I'm looking.
So you got a wheel. You got a wheel of.
I got a whole wheel, girl,
You're
on
so
my
fancy.
second screen.
You're so fancy.
We about to get this going. Okay. So I am going to pull up my wheel. It's over here spinning. Now you have to put your name down. Davina, is there anything you wish you could have done differently? This is from Ebony.
Wish I could have done anything differently.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder from what time frame. Probably not. Because we learn with every decision that we make. So I'm going to say no. That
Okay.
I guess everything happens as it should. And so one thing about the book is I was doing a lot of wishing that my dad was there and wishing that but for whatever reason, it was just meant to be when he came. So, I've learned to accept that and then just make sure that moving forward, I keep in touch because I love my daddy. I hope he was
enjoying. Listen.
I'm so glad he's around.
All right. Now I feel like I'm missing some names. So I have Davina, Cherie, Ebony, Jennifer, and Antonio. That says Antoine. I'm sorry. It says Antoine. I'm sorry, Antoine. It says Antoine. Go ahead and drop your name in the comment if I missed it, because I'm on Angie's page, but I can only see a little bit on her page because I don't have access to it. Jennifer said, "Was there any collateral damage from sharing your truth?" Ooh.
Oof.
I'm gonna go ahead and take some water.
Yes, there was. To be honest, yes, there was. And I am still dealing with that now. There is backlash. And so that could be book number 2. I don't know. I'm not ready. But yes, there was backlash that I'm still dealing with now.
Well, we got ISBN numbers for them. So FYI, when you're ready.
Yeah, we do. I bought quite a few, so I'm good,
right? Nick says, "Hi, Angela James. It's wonderful to meet you." Hi. Davina said, "How did you manage writer's block?"
Ooh.
Good questions.
That is a good question. I managed it probably because I started when the concept back in 20, writing leisurely really helped. Like writing as I was going and not feeling like I was under any pressure was probably the best. So by the time I made the decision to actually publish the book, I was like 75% done. And then all I had to do was go back and, when you had me digging deep, and I just didn't have to go back so far, if that makes sense. So it's just, I was able to just tweak what was already there and then just finish the end.
But that's a good point too, because like, it's almost like you were writing in your journal. And then you took that and turned it into the actual manuscript.
Yeah.
Nick said, Angela, you're very beautiful. Nick, Angela is in a relationship. Back up. No,
But thank you. Thank you.
I'm kidding, Nick. Nick, any other questions before we spin the wheel? Don't forget, if you did not put your name down, put it down because I cannot see it. Again, I can only see Davina, Cherie, Ebony, Jennifer, and Antoine. So if you need to put, you want a free copy of the book, and I did not call your name, drop it like it's hot because you got about 10 seconds. Okay, 25 seconds. To do that. I'm looking for any other questions. So if you have questions, please feel free to drop them. And then we're going to wrap up after that. Don't forget, you can actually go onto Amazon and purchase the book. So if you're looking to like just get some good reading in, to get some good healing in, go on to Amazon and purchase Dear Dad, The Road to Peace, Navigating Heartbreak and Rejection. I promise you, you will not regret reading this book. So please make sure you grab it. All right. Going once, going twice. I don't see anyone's name. If I did not call your name, too bad, so sad. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and share. Now I got to figure out how to do this. So give me 1 second. Let's see. All right. Y'all see my screen?
Yeah, there it is.
That's there okay. It is. Here we go.
Drum roll.
Ebony is the winner. Woo!
Oh, and then it moved. Wait, it went to Jennifer.
It said Jennifer. I'm making up something. Oh my God, Jennifer, Ebony, I'm so sorry. Jennifer is the winner. No, because
it was slowing down. That's what happens. It was slowing down.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
That is
Jennifer is the winner. Jennifer, you are the next contestant on our Price is Right. Ebony, I'm gonna get your book. So DM me. Because that was my fault, Ebony. So I'm gonna buy your book and I am going to get and sign it and then I'll give it to you. But this says Jennifer is the winner. So Jennifer, go ahead and DM Angie in order to get your book. And then I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Ebony, go ahead and message me so I can get your book. And then we just go from there. Listen, I'm over here pushing buttons. Well, congratulations. Let me see if y'all have. I'm gonna give y'all one more second to ask questions. Ebony says she got it. Well, Ebony, I'm gonna get you something.
I didn't want to say no, but I was so cute. That's my friend.
Okay, Ebony, I'm gonna figure it out and get you something, girl. So just DM me, okay? Because I did call your name. All right, Jennifer, DM Ebony, DM Angie, to get your book. And then if you guys have any other questions, let me know. But you got 10 seconds for real, and we're gonna wrap it up. So Angie, I just want to say thank you so much for sharing your story with the world. I understand and know that this was not easy for you to do. But I believe with all of my heart and all of my being that this is going to liberate other people and also provide conversations and families so that people are able to share more of their stories so they don't have to continuously ask questions. So thank you for being brave and thank you for allowing us to journey with you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Okay, we are going to end it. We appreciate you. Love you guys. Make sure you check out the book. I know. I'm going to show it again. Make sure you check it out. And then we will talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Thank you.